But in physics, the term force has a very specific meaning, different from words like energy and power. In physics, a force is something that pushes or pulls. You can't see a force, but sometimes you can feel it. It's something going on between things, the interaction between objects. Forces have a tendency to change the motion or shape of objects. That doesn't mean the force always succeeds in doing so, but it does have a tendency, an intention, a direction to change the motion or shape of objects. A force, that's what pushes or pulls. Here's a box standing on the floor. Gravity pulls the box straight down with a force of 500 newtons. The downward force arrow illustrates the force of gravity. But if there is a downward force, then why doesn't the box go down through the floor? Well, the floor pushes back on the box. If you lift the box up a bit and place your hand between the box and the floor, then you'll feel this force. The box pushes your hand from above, but the floor pushes your hand just as much from below. That's the normal force you feel from the floor. Normal in this case means that it is perpendicular to the floor. It's the normal force that keeps the box from going through the floor. As long as the box stands on the floor, the gravitational force and the normal force cancel each other out. But if you are to lift the box from the floor, you have no help from the normal force anymore. Then you have to use your strength and pull with a force of more than 500 newtons straight up. This upward force arrow shows you how to pull on the box. But your upward force is too weak, so nothing happens. A friend comes to help you, and there are two upward forces. Two force arrows pointing in the same direction can be added, like this. The combined upward force is now greater than the downward force of gravity. Take the length of the upward arrow minus the length of the gravity arrow, and you get the value of the combined force, the net force, that affects the box at this moment. The upward force is greater than the gravitational force, so the net force is directed upwards. You are lifting the box. If the force arrows are pointing in the same direction, you can add them together. The net force is a longer arrow with the same direction. If the force arrows point in opposite directions, the net force is the difference of their lengths, pointing in the direction of the strongest force.